Welcome students. In the next lecture on regression, in the previous lecture we have seen one problem. Now in this lecture also we would like to discuss some another problems with some interesting calculation part. Come to this example. From the following table showing the age of cars of certain make and annual costs. Obtain the regression equation for the cost related to uh, uh, regression cost related to age related to the age. Okay, so I complete that related to the age. The age of cars is provided, the annual maintenance cost is also provided. Fine. And further they mention find the approximate cost of maintaining 3 years old car of the same make. Okay, that we need to calculate. So obtain the regression equation for the cost related to age. So whenever they says cost related to age, it means if I say the cost is y and age is a x, then I need to find out the relation of y in terms of x, which is nothing but we need to calculate line of regression y on x. Are you clear with this? Now I have already given this example as an homework, but still I am going to discuss the same question here because I am interested to discuss the property that mentioned earlier. The regression is independent of the shift of origin, not on, but not on the but it is not independent of the change of scale. Just have a look to this. See the property number 2. Sorry, 4. Coefficient of regression are independent of change of origin, but not of change of scale. So that part we are going to discuss in this problem. I'm going to change the scale of this problem because if I say the y values, it is 100, 1600, 1500, 1800, 1900 and so on. Then in such cases, when I go for y minus y bar, the value is in the terms of 100, 200 and so on like them. Is it? So ultimately, if I go for the squares, then of course I'll get a 5-digit number, 10,000. And if I go for summation of y square, then also it is a larger number. So to reduce my calculation part, I'm going for the change of scale. Fine. So first of all, I mention line of regression y on x. Let's begin with the solution. Line of regression y on x is given by y minus y bar is equal to byx into x minus x bar, where byx would be summation of capital X into y upon summation of capital X square. Is it? Fine. Now what is x bar and the y bar? Small. The x bar will be summation of x upon n. So what is summation of x? Just have a look to this. If I go and calculate the summation x, then 2 plus 4, 6, 6 plus 6, 12, 12 plus 7, 19, 19 plus 8, that gives me 27. 27 plus 10, that gives me 37, and 37 plus 12. So 37 plus 10, that is 47, 47 plus 2, that is 49. So summation of x is 49. I'll write here summation x is 49. Fine. So hence 49 divided by how much value have we have? 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So divided by 7. So x bar will be 7. Now y bar is equal to summation y upon n. What will be the summation? 16,000, 1,500, 1,600, 1,500, 1,800 and so on up to 2,000. So if I go on sum of this, it is around 12,600. Fine. So we write it here. 12,600 divided by 7. So if I go on calculate this, that is summation, y bar, then this division gives me the value 1800, or say 1800. Is it? Now look at there. If I go on calculate y minus y bar, suppose the first value is 1600 minus 1800, then what is the difference? It is minus 200. So my capital Y will be minus 200. And what will be the capital Y square? Of course, it is 40,000. See, if I'm having the 5-digit number for all these 7 entries, then if I take a addition, again it goes in lakhs. So what happens? I am dealing with the bigger number in the calculation. So there may be a chance of mistakes. So how we can reduce this? You have already done this problem with the same scenario. That is, you are going with the minus 200, minus 400, and so on. That's fine. We can compare our solution. The solution which I obtained after the change of scale and the solution which is obtained with this minus 200 and all, we can compare it. Okay. So let's move to this. How to change the scale. Yeah. So I'm getting the differences minus 200, minus 100, minus 300 and so on. So what I do, I define capital X as x minus x bar. It's okay. But capital Y will be defined as y minus y bar divided by 100. Okay. So when we divide, so we add up here. I'll just correct this. I put a bracket here and divided by 100. Fine. Now, what will be my values? Yeah, just reduce this size by small. That's good. Okay. So when I go to deal with this, when I subtract uh, when I go for x minus x bar, then I need to subtract x minus 7 from all the entries. So we have the first entry is 2. 2 minus 7 would be minus 5. Then 4 minus 7 will be minus 3. The next is 6 minus 7 will be minus 1. Then 7 minus 7 will be 0. Then 8 minus 7 is 1. 10 minus 7 is 3. And 12 minus 7 is 5. Fine. Now go on, take their squares. So this is 25, 9, 1, 0, 1, again 9, and again 25. So get this summation x square. Summation of x square, that is summation x square would be 25 plus 25, that is 50. 50 plus 9, that is 59 plus 160. 60 plus 10, that gives me 7. Is it okay? Now y minus y bar divided by 100. So y bar is 1800. So I have the calculations y minus 1800 divided by 100. So the first value is 1600. So 1600 minus 1800 is minus 200 divided by 100. We get a minus 2. The next value is 1500. So 1500 minus 1800 divided by 100. So this is 1500 minus 1800 is minus 300, and divided by 100 will give me the value minus 3. Is it? Then further 1800 minus 1800, of course 0. 1900 minus 1800 will be 100 divided by 100, which is 1. 1700 minus 1800 will be minus 1, minus 100. Minus 100 upon 100 gives me minus 1. For 2100, just measure this. It's very simple right now. 1800, then 19, then 20 and 21. So 3. So the difference will be 3 here. And here it is. Just go and take their square. This is 4901114. Sorry, not 4, it's a 9 and then 4. And the summation will be the 28. Is it? Now what? I want to calculate the x into y, that is capital X into capital Y. So minus 5 into minus 2 gives me 10. Minus 3 into minus 3 gives me 9. minus 1 into 0, 0, 0 into 1, 0, 1 into minus 1, the minus 1, 3 3s are 9, then here 5 and here is a 2, 5 2s are 10. Now get the summation of all. The summation is 37. So I'm getting the byx is equal to summation x into y, that is 37, divided by summation x square, which is 7. So what will be the difference here? What will be the division here? The division is 0.5285. Is it? Now, therefore, line of regression y on x is, the formula is y minus y bar is equal to byx into bracket x minus x. That means here I am using the capital Y and here I am using the capital X. But let me clear, in this problem, my capital Y is defined as y minus y bar upon 100. Hence, I am going to replace this term with a y minus y bar upon 100. Yeah, I know. Actually, in problem, it is y minus y bar. We are just taking a deviation. Is it? But in calculation, in this preparation of a table, what we did the change of scale. So of course the same change of scale is to be implemented or say reflected in the my formula. So I am dividing by 100, so I'll go with the divided by 100. If I am dividing it by 2, then I must means y will be y minus y bar upon 2, then I need to correct it. Suppose your capital X is also go with the change of scale, that is say x minus x bar upon 10, then here also I need to write x minus x bar upon 10. So whatever the change you make, the same in the table, the same should be incorporated in this formula. Are you clear with this? Yeah. Now we'll go further. So this is y minus 1800 divided by 100 is equal to 0.5285 into x minus x bar. The x bar is, just a minute. See what is the value of x bar? The x bar is a 7. Fine. So multiply by the 100 with the byx. So what I have, y minus 1800 is equal to 52.85. As I'm multiplying it by 100, it becomes 52.85 into x minus 7. So this is y is equal to 52.85 into x minus 52.85 into 7 plus this minus 800 I have shifted to the right hand side. Are you clear with this? So hence the y value would be 52.85x, and what will be the summation? Minus 52.857 plus 1800. So the calculation gives me 1430.05 plus 1430.05. Okay, let me check once again. Is my calculation is correct? Yeah, there is minus 52.85 multiplied by 7 plus 1800. Yes, 1430.05. So this is my expected uh, the regression equation for the cost related to age. Now find the approximate cost of maintaining 3 years old car for the same make. Now what they have provided, 3 years old car. So that means they are providing the X value. Age is provided. Is it? Okay, whenever you start with the problem, you must mention, if it is not given, age of car is X and annual maintenance will be Y. Fine. Good. Now to find y at x is equal to 3. So y is equal to 52.85 into 3 plus 1430.05. So how much is the cost? It is somewhere 1588.6. Okay. Are you clear with this? Good. Now, here we calculated the value of byx. Is it? Now, if someone asks you to what is bxy, how do you calculate it? Yeah, of course, same. Bxy will be summation x into y upon summation y square. Already we computed the summation y square. Actually, in this problem, calculating the summation y square is not expected as we required only y on x. So you can remove the column of y square, but it's fine. Again, it is 37 divided by 28. Got it? So hence, how much it is? We'll have the it is 1.3214. Now, what is the line of regression x? X on y. So x minus x bar is equal to bx. So this is an additional part. It is not mentioned in the problem. I'm just already I have the table, so we are just revising the same concept. So y minus y bar divided by 100. Yes, of course, there has to be divided by 100. So x minus 7 is equal to 1.3214 into y minus y bar. Oh, sorry, y bar is 1800 divided by 100. Fine. So this is x minus 7 is equal to, okay, we'll first finish this 1.3214 divided by 100. So which gives me 0.0132 into y minus 1800. So hence x is equal to 0.0132 into y plus 0, oh, sorry, not plus, it's a minus 0.0132 into 1800 plus 7. So the value is the x is equal to 0.0132 y sorry, not plus, it's a minus actually, minus 16.875. Sorry, 7857. 7857. Fine. Now, what is R? Summation xy divided by square root of summation x square into summation y square. Now, in the case of R, there is no impact of the change of scale or shift of the origin. So, you can go with the direct values. 37 divided by square root of 70 multiplied by 28. Calculate this. 37 divided by square root of 70 multiplied by 20. Finish. So your R value is a 0.8357. Okay. Now we can test the result. The R square is equal to byx into bxy. So what is a byx? See in this equation, what is a multiple of x is your byx. That is 5200, 52.85 multiplied by 0.0132. Calculate this. 52.85 multiplied by 0.0132. So the product is 0.6976. But we need to compute R. So R is nothing but positive square root of 0.6976. So get it square root. So we'll get the same value, 0.8352. I hope this additional part is clear to you. What I did in the additional, I computed the bxy as well as I computed the value of R, and I just compare the first property, that is geometric mean, that is R square is equal to byx into bxy. Using that relation also we can compute the value of correlation coefficient. That means what I'm conveying is, in final examination you may get a question, find the coefficient of regression and also find the correlation coefficient. In that case, you find out the coefficient of regression, of course, but for getting the value of R, you must use the relation R square is equal to byx into bxy. Is it? Fine. Well, we now move to the next example, which is frequently asked in the examination. So that type of example is to be discussed. Okay, start with the example. The regression lines the regression lines of a sample R, of a given sample R, x plus 6y is equal to 6 and 3x plus 2y is equal to 10. Find number 1, sample mean x bar and y bar. Number 2, coefficient of correlation, that is R. And number 3, estimate x, sorry, x at y is equal to, say, minus 1. Okay. Now how you can proceed? The first of all, if I want to estimate x at y, I must line of regression x on y. That means it should be expressed in the form of x is equal to a plus by. But right now, both the equations are expressed in the form of ax plus by is equal to some constant c. Now, first of all, you need to decide which one is a line of regression y on x and which one is a line of regression x on y. How you will decide that? You must fully depend on the second part of this problem, that is calculation of the correlation coefficient. So while calculating the coefficient of correlation, it will give you which one is a line of regression y on x and which one is a line of regression x on y. Okay. So we'll discuss that part later. I'll first focus on the first part, sample mean x bar and y bar. It's a very simple. Number 1, to find sample mean. What we do is solve these two equations simultaneously. So whatever the solution, that means these are basically two straight lines. They are intersecting in a single point, which is known as the x bar and the y bar. So you can just solve these two equations simultaneously. So here multiply by first equation by 3. So we get 3x plus 18y is equal to 6. Then subtract second equation. So minus 3x plus 2y is equal to 10. Okay, wait. While multiplying by 3, we have 6, 3, 18. So this is minus, and this is also minus. So plus 3x and minus 3x get cancelled. 18y minus 2y gives me 16y is equal to 18 minus 10. 8. So this implies y is equal to 8 by 16, that is 1 by 2. Put y is equal to 1 by 2 in x plus 6y is equal to 6. So we have x plus 6 into 1 by 2 is equal to 6. So which gives me x plus 3 is equal to 6. So hence x is equal to 3. Therefore, mean r x bar is equal to 3 and y bar is 1 by 2. Clear? Now move to the second. What is the second part? To find what are the equations? X plus 6y is equal to 6, and the second equation is 3x plus 2y is equal to 10. Now which one will act as a line of regression y on x and which one is line of regression x on y? So first of all, I call this as a is line of regression x on y. Then I must write x as a 6 plus 6y. Sorry, minus 6y. I'm shifting that y term to the left side. Is it? So from this, bxy is a multiple of y, which is minus 6. And this is a line of regression y on x. So hence, we write 2y is equal to 10 minus 3x, where y is equal to 10 divided by 2, that is 5 minus 3 by 20. So hence, byx is equal to minus 3. Byx is equal to minus 3. Fine. Now the question comes, as my byx is minus 3 by 2 and bxy is minus 6, we first discuss the properties. One coefficient of regression is greater than 1, the other must be less than 1. Here both of them are less than 1, so no need to discuss it again. But if I go on calculate, r is a positive square root of byx into bxy. So this gives me square root of minus 6 into minus 3 by 2. So minus minus becomes plus, 2 3s are 6, and we get 3 into 3, that is 9. So square root of 9, which is 3. So the value of r is a 3. But one more thing, as both the regression coefficient are negative, therefore both byx and bxy are negative. Therefore r is equal to minus 3, which is a contradiction. Contradiction to what? The value limitation for r, minus 1 less than or equal to r less than or equal to plus 1. The value of coefficient of correlation is always between minus 1 and 1, minus 1 and plus 1, including the limits. Is it? But here the value is minus 3. So this part is not done. That means our selection is wrong. Selection is wrong. Fine. This is just for your understanding. In examination, you can do this in the rough work and decide which one is a y on x and which one is a x on y. Okay. Now, so we'll go for the next. That is alternatively. Not alternatively. The correct one is x plus 6y is equal to 6. B, line of regression y on x, and 3x plus 2y is equal to 10. B, line of regression x on y. So hence this y will be 6y is equal to 6 minus x. So y is equal to 1 minus 1 by 6 into x. And here 3x is equal to 10 minus 2y. Therefore x is equal to 10 minus 2 by 3 into y. So hence, what is byx? The byx will be minus 1 by 6 and the bxy will be minus 2 by 3. Therefore, the coefficient of regression r will be square root of byx into bxy, which is nothing but square root of minus 1 by 6 into minus 2 by 3. As minus minus become plus, 2 3s are 6, so we have this 2 1 2 6. Fine. So we have 1 by 3 into 1 by 3, which gives 1 by 9. Therefore, r is equal to 1 by 3. But byx and bxy both are negative. Therefore, correlation coefficient is also negative. Now, why it is negative? See, byx is summation x into y upon summation of x square. bxy is summation of x into y upon summation y square. And the r is summation of xy upon square root of summation x square into summation y square. As byx is negative, bxy is also negative. Of course, there is no chance that your denominator is negative. Why? Because the denominator part having the summation of squares. So it never be negative. So it means your numerator has to be negative. And as the numerator has to be negative, here also the numerator will be negative. And what about denominator of r? Of course, it is positive because summation x square into summation y square, both of them are positive. So of course, your denominator has to be positive. So hence what happens? If byx is negative, bxy is negative, and hence r will be negative. That means if both of them are negative, r will be negative. So hence r is equal to minus 1. So we have done with the second part. Now the third. To find x at y is equal to minus 1. Is it? Now, which line of regression you required? We consider the line of regression. We want x, so line of regression x on y. So what is the equation? X is equal to just a minute. I did a small mistake in the numerator part. Yeah, x not in the numerator part, in the above part. X is equal to 10 by 3 minus 2 by 3. Now it is correct. X is equal to 10 by 3 minus 2 by 3 y. So put the value of y as minus 1. So we have 10 by 3 minus 2 by 3 into minus 1. So which gives me 10 by 3 plus 2 by 3. So which is 12 by 3. So how much it is? Is it okay? Yeah. So we have done with our calculation part. All the 3 points we have covered. The estimate x at y equal to minus 1, estimate r, and find x bar and y bar. So this type of examples can be asked in the university examination. So you must be well prepared. So with this, our regression chapter is also over. We'll meet in the next lecture for curve fitting. Thank you everyone.